Continue our discussion on Afghanistan now with Malalai Joya. At 25 years old, she was the youngest person elected to Afghanistan's new parliament, but she was suspended for criticizing the government. She has now written a book about her life called A Woman Among Warlords, and she joins us tonight from Toronto. Thank you very much for being with us.
Thank you. Thanks for this interview.
We just heard from that last guest who was recently in Kabul. I think that you heard him speaking as well, that life is moving forward for women. But you tell of a much different experience. What is life like for women right now?
Unfortunately, the situation for most of women in faraway provinces, especially as catastrophic as it was under the domination of Taliban. It's true in some big cities like Kabul, some women have access to job and education. But even in these provinces, most of women are wearing burqa because of security reasons. But in faraway provinces today, situation for women is like hell. Killing a woman that much easy for the warlords, like killing a bird. 14-year-old Bashira was a young girl that she has been raped by 3 men, one of them son of the member of the parliament. His name is Haji Painda. He changed the age of his son less than 18 that do not be punished. And he is free. After that crime that committed against this young girl, 6 more cases happened, rape cases in the same province. By presence of thousands of troops in Afghanistan, rape cases, domestic violences, killing of women, and all of these increasing rapidly, and all of these crimes happening under the name of democracy. And recently, these fundamentalists, the Shia in Afghanistan, they made against Shia women a disgusting law. That 7 article of this law quite similar like Taliban. One article, let me tell you, that they banned women to go out without permission of their husband or have job or go to the doctor. But this law even signed by Hamid Karzai despite national international condemnation.
Why is life getting worse?
Because the U.S. and its allies, they occupied my country under the banner of women's rights, human rights, and they pushed us from the frying pan to the fire. Because photocopy of Taliban, these warlords come in power who did civil war in Afghanistan from 92 to 96, who are right now assistants of Hamid Karzai like Karim Khalili, Qasim Fahim, that even Human Rights Watch announced that they said during this non-democratic election, Karzai insulted the people of Afghanistan. But I'm saying he's betraying my people more. And now he's negotiating with Taliban as well many times, and White Gulbuddin Hekmatyar, this fascist man, and also Mullah Omar to join the government as well. So situation will be more disaster, more bloody, especially for the women of my country. They occupied my country because of their own strategic, regional, and economic interest.
And that's why you have said many times before that foreign troops, including Canadian troops, should not be in Afghanistan?
As soon as possible, they must leave Afghanistan. This 8 years is enough to know better about their wrong policy in my country. Still, they are supporting these drug lords, these warlords. For example, in Kandahar, that you have troops there in Afghanistan. Their brother of Hamid Karzai, Ahmad Wali Karzai, that recently New York Times wrote that he's famous drug trafficker and also in the payroll of the CIA. But this is Canada government that send more troops there, and Hamid Karzai, why do not make powerless his brother, while my people call him a small Bush in Kandahar province, and many other drug lord, warlord in power, and this 8 years is enough. First, they changed Afghanistan to the center of drug. Today, 93% of opium produced of Afghanistan. Situation for women getting worse and worse, especially in faraway provinces. Poverty, corruption, joblessness, insecurity increasing rapidly.
Are you going back? And when you go back, are you afraid?
Never. I don't fear death. I fear political silence against injustice. Now we fight between two, we struggle, we squashed between 2 powerful enemies, occupation forces and Taliban warlord. With the withdrawal of one enemy, it's much easier to fight one enemy instead of 2. But I'm saying condolences to those Canadian moms who lost their son, daughter in my country. But my message to them is that please change your tears, sorrows to the strength. Raise your voice against the wrong policy of Canada government, first of all, that they still follow the wrong policy of the U.S. government. You know, my people, during the election, they use this proverb, the winner of this election will be like the same donkey, but with new saddle. As a famous saying, it's not important who is voting, it's important who is counting. That's our problem. They occupied my country. Our history showed we never accept occupation, and they must out of Afghanistan now. We don't need this kind of so-called helping hand, but my message to justice-loving people of Canada around the world is that please join your hands with us as much as you can. You are the one must support us.
Malalai Joya, the book is called A Woman Among Warlords. Thank you very much for being with us tonight.
Thank you. Let me say one sentence more. If really Obama honest for Afghan people, first must try to bring this criminal Bush to the International Criminal Court, end the occupation, stop arming warlord Taliban, and support democratic-minded people of my country. If really you are honest for my people, it's better to leave us. If they let us a little bit breath in peace, then we know what to do with our destiny.
Thank you.
Thank you.